What's up everyone, my name is Eva, and today we're looking at the subreddit r/ChoosingBeggars. Friend gets back in contact to ask for money. This genuinely upset me because this was someone who I used to be quite close to, but it happened like this. I saw a post on Facebook that her nan had passed away, so I sent her a message offering condolences. This led to us meeting up for the first time in 3 years. The second time we went out, she said that she forgot her card, so I offered to buy her something to eat since she had been through a rough time. This opened a door. The third time I met up with her, she kept on about her money worries and asked if I could pay for food for her and her boyfriend. I said okay, as a couple of sandwiches aren't much of a worry. Her boyfriend ordered a small sandwich and a Coke. She ordered a foot-long Subway meal with a drink and an extra bag of chips. I couldn't afford my own. The fourth time rang even more alarm bells, as it went from paying for food to her begging me for money. At first she wanted 50 euros, but as she kept giving me a sob story about her boyfriend having panic attacks due to lack of funds, it got higher and higher, to a point where she wanted 200 euros. She knows I'm currently saving to buy a house, and I've got a second child on the way. I basically need everything I have, but I told her if they really needed help, I'll help. Fast forward to her boyfriend coming back, she tells him they can afford to go to that concert now. I ask her what concert. She says it's a concert thing for cancer awareness. I spoke to her in detail about how hard it was when my dad died of cancer, but I knew this was a horrible way to get money out of me. I didn't lend her the money. I know I shouldn't have given her the time of day after this, but I went out with her one more time. She said we could go on a picnic if I chipped in for fuel. This led to me buying everything: snacks, sandwiches, fuel, and even parking. When someone won't even pay a pound for parking, there's something wrong. Best part here, she says she'll pay me back, but it's been delayed as there's someone who owes her money for fuel. She went over to a friend's house and thinks she owes her money for it. And the reason they haven't been able to pay is because they've been kidnapped. Because being kidnapped is the only reason that they won't pay. Yeah, sure. Now I would say something about OP needing to realize the red flags, but OP points out themselves that they missed a whole bunch of red flags. I hope OP isn't talking to this person anymore after all this stuff, because that's really messed up. Especially using cancer to try to guilt more money out of OP. Offers just above minimum wage, demands work every hour under the sun without crying. Thinks asking about any potential benefits or job flexibility makes one an idiot, claims that the successful applicant will actually receive double the advertised wage. Driver wanted to deliver extremely heavy furniture. Salary, 350 euros per week. Applicant must be strong and willing to work every hour under the sun without crying about it. Yeah, you better not be a baby. If you're used to a 9-to-5 job, then this job is not for you. The position is definitely not for the faint-hearted. This job is based in North Manchester area, but involves national deliveries. Please drop us a PM if this job is for you. They honestly just don't get it. I'm not sitting down for a week interviewing idiots that ask about sickness pay, holiday pay, time off for good behavior, time off to take the dog to the vet, and bonuses for getting up early one day. Early retirement, and all the... Someone's getting rude. Early retirement, and all the other crap lazy butts ask about. I just get rid of them with a very straightforward advert. When the guy goes home with 600 euros when he thought he was on 350 euros, then I got myself a hard-working, loyal employee. Someone in the comments of this post, like the original post, says, so asking about terms and conditions is a sign of a lazy bastard? No, it's not. Having a boss or an employer who thinks it's a sign of a lazy bastard is the sign of a lazy bastard. If this guy really thinks that he's going to be able to get anybody to work for him with this outline for a job, he's got another thing coming. I want a free attorney, but not the one that the court gives me, so don't even think about suggesting that. Pro bono attorney. Does anyone here know how I can get a pro bono attorney that handles criminal cases in Texas? For one, don't be a criminal. Please don't suggest Google. I already tried that. And I've been told not to trust court-appointed attorneys, as they do not have your best interest in mind. They work for the courts. So please don't suggest that either. Here's an idea. Try not being a criminal. I need gas money. If you don't have $50, don't ask me. Ask you what? I'm not going to ask you for anything. If you need gas money, maybe you should get a job. If you have a job, maybe you should actually work and not spend your money on pointless stuff. Also, who needs $50 for gas money? 2002 GMC 2500 HD, $3,900. Can't believe I have to say this, but I value the truck at $3,900 or best reasonable offer. If you offer me $2,000, I'll sign you up. I'll sign your email up for every dildo sales site newsletter, so you can properly go F yourself. Feel insulted? So do I when you offer me little more than scrap for a $2,000 fix. That being said, for sale, 2002 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Crew Cab. You just have to think how many Choosing Beggars has this guy come in contact with that makes him have to change his advert completely to say, don't be a choosing beggar or I'm going to screw you over, because you're trying to screw me over. I've been a nanny/babysitter for over 17 years, and I have plenty of stories of people trying to short pay me or negotiate my already reasonable prices. But this one instance sticks out in my mind. I was 20 years old working for a family I hated. The kids were great, but the parents were terrible, so I was constantly interviewing with new prospective clients. Someone from my church set up a meeting with a newly single dad. His wife had recently passed away, and he was struggling to keep up the house. Note, when I nanny, I do very light housework only, unless they specifically ask for other tasks to be done and offer to fairly compensate for those tasks. Anyway, I go on the interview, which is more than twice as far away as any of my current clients. But this job is full-time, so I thought it might be worth it. I meet the dad and his kids, and the interview goes pretty well. His expectations were really high as far as housekeeping goes. He wanted me to get the kids off to school in the morning and stay at the house cleaning and preparing dinner until the kids got home from school. Not really my cup of tea, but I was trying to keep an open mind and get out of my current employment situation. The interview is coming to a close and we discuss compensation. He offers me $100 a week for about 40 to 50 hours worth of work. I was speechless. I told him what my hourly rates were, and he said I was crazy, and that there was no way he could afford that. This was several years ago, and I think I asked for around $10 to $12 an hour. I politely explained that I didn't think I was a good fit for his family, and he shot back with, "But you're just what we're looking for. You're young, blonde, and bendy." I could feel my face turn scarlet, and I said I needed to leave. He then called me every day for the next 2 weeks, trying to convince me to work for his family, and then starts gossip about me at the church. He's basically just looking for a replacement wife. I think he's expecting her to do other things as well. Hence the bendy comment. That's absolutely disgusting. He just lost his wife. I have an online shop where I sell image sheets for mixed media and college artists. I have about 1,000 digital sheets priced at $2 per download for good quality high-res PDF files. I also have an old website with about 1,200 free printable sheets. They're lower quality, low-res JPEG files that I made to give away during various holiday events. The deal was, people could download the low-res files for free or pay a couple of dollars to get the whole holiday collection for higher resolution. Standard email interaction at least once a week for the past 15 years I've been in business, and always from someone I've never heard of who has never purchased anything from me, ever. Choosing Beggar. Hi, can you give me my order from your shop for free? It's for my school/charity/art group/kid. Me. Sorry, I can't do that. The items in my shop are for purchase at the price listed. If you're looking for free goodies, check out this website, where I have low-res files posted for free download. Choosing Beggar. Can't you just give me the ones in my cart? Me. No, sorry. Choosing Beggar. But I have $100 worth in my cart and I can't afford them. Me. I can't afford to give them away. Choosing Beggar. But it's for my charity/kids/church. You should donate. Me. I do donate to organizations I belong to and causes I support. Sorry, yours isn't one of those. Choosing Beggar. Which, I'm never buying anything from you again, and I'm telling everyone you won't support my cause/event/kid/whatever. Me. Okie dokie. Have a great day. I feel like that's a standard interaction for anybody who owns anything, or anybody who runs anything, because choosing beggars come in all shapes, sizes, forms, and they want everything, and they want it their way. Girl with no qualifications wants people to find a job for her and insults them when no one helps her. Everyone on Snap, but none y'all can find me a good job. None y'all jobs hiring. I don't want no fast food job neither. Y'all some bum butts. You're spending all your time on Snap, but you can't find yourself a good job? You can't go into the place that's hiring down the street from you and say, "Hey, I have blank education. Will you please hire me?" Or bring in your resume and say, "Are you hiring? Here's my resume." You know, that's how you get a real job. Hey, do you still have those Amazon gift cards for sale? Yeah, I have a few left. I'm in Saskatoon right now, though, so we'd have to meet up in a few days. I will be back on Tuesday, most likely. Were you looking for Amazon.com or Amazon.ca? Do you have the $2,000 ones still? Yes, I have two 2,000 ones for Amazon.com, two 2,000 ones for Amazon.ca, and one 1,000 one for Amazon.ca. Generally, what I do is meet up in person at either a bank or a police station. We could load the balance onto your Amazon account, and then you could give me the cash or do a bank transfer. I'm looking for 85%. Can you give me the $2,000 and the $1,000 one for free? I want to buy my children some toys and games. We're not very well off, and their birthdays are coming up. They also did very well in school this year, and I wanted to reward them for it. I can't give you $3,000 for free, sorry. How old are your kids? I might have some old consoles and games laying around that I could give you. I have a PS4 and an Xbox One that I don't use. I have quite a few games as well. Okay, you can deliver those to me at blank. And can you just send me the Amazon codes here? Can you come today around 5:30? That's like an hour away from where I live. If you want, we can meet up at blank, and I could give them to you. Sorry, but I can't just give you the Amazon codes. And like I said, I'm not in the city right now. Would have to be on Tuesday. Why can't you give me the codes for free? You have more than enough. Sorry, but I'm trying to sell them for cash, not give them away. I'm happy to meet you in person and give you the console for your kids, though. Forget you, you greedy frickin' pig. I'm literally giving you over $800 of consoles for free for your kids. Use consoles that you don't need. Why don't you buy them a Switch or give me the gift cards to buy them something they can actually use? Why don't you just have money that you can actually use to buy them something? They're your kids, lady, man, whatever you are, not the other person's kids. Your kids, your responsibility. Nobody cares if your kids did well in school. And with a mother like you, they obviously had no help from you. I think this person has met a few choosing beggars in their time. For sale, 25 euros. It's 25 euros because I want 25 euros. I don't want 20 or 15. The measurements are: depth is 19.5, the height is 37.5, the width is 37.5. The drawers are deep enough for a newborn The drawers are deep enough for a newborn baby or 3 cats, or even you can use it to put clothes in once you pay for it. This guy, okay, I know it's a choosing beggar post, but this guy really needs to learn some punctuation because this is insanely difficult to read. Once you pay for it, it's yours. Do as you wish. I don't want a rabbit hutch in PX or a secondhand guinea pig. I can't deliver, and I don't want to hear I would have brought it and it had been bigger or smaller, and I certainly don't want messages saying I'll have it and then never hear from you again. This is insanely hard to read. Hey guys, it's come to my attention that you've used my work on your website without my consent or without even telling me. I took those photos at an event hosted by From the Hive at Roar Live. We will remove the photos from the site, but it's your loss for free exposure and so on. You took some awesome pics and now no one will see them. Yeah, it's not like they could post their pics themselves or anything. Hello, how are you doing today? I was wondering if you would possibly want to be in an esports organization and be a designer for us? Depends on the pay. Is it hourly or salary? Never mind. Have a great day. Just looking for someone who is wanting to be in the organization, help design for us, not someone money-driven. Lol. I'll tell my landlord I want to live in his house and tell him that he's money-driven when he asks for rent. There's a difference, buddy. One makes designs that doesn't take that much time at all. The other is a house, shelter, and a place to live. Okay, but how are you gonna get the money to pay for that house, shelter, and place to live if you're working for free for some loser? And if your organization was really as good as you think it is, then you'd be making money, but you ain't. Alright everyone, that brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe.